We're in Proverbs chapter 5 today. Let's look specifically at verses 3 through 4. Those verses say this: For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a two-edged sword. Before we get into this verse, let's look at a couple of things talked about often in the book of Proverbs that will be of benefit to us. Number one, we need to exercise self-control. Keep that in mind as we go through Proverbs. Number two, when we don't exercise self-control, we are not a hero or wise. We have actually been conquered by things like sex, anger, lust, greed, etc., and we're called naive in Proverbs. So doing any of these things shows that we have at least an element of lacking self-control. Number three, the Bible uses the word adultery. We tend to use nicer words like affair, hooking up, dating, etc., things like that. Fourth, and lastly for now, when we have an affair, we have been conquered because real wisdom exercises self-control. This is something assumed in Proverbs. Now back to this verse. This is a picture of a man who has been deceived by an adulterous woman. It talks about the slick speech of this adulterous woman being smoother than oil, and her lips drip honey. In other words, her words sound good to the naive. But the end results aren't good. Those end results are bitter and sharp as a sword. They change our character negatively. We have to watch that we don't trade momentary pleasure for long-term happiness.